Hey everyone, it's Housing Hollie, giving you the 211 lowdown on housing. Today's Housing Hollie topic is recovering your security deposit from your landlord after you move. But first, keep in mind, laws revolving around rental rights and security deposits, in particular, may vary from state to state. So we ask that you review your local and state ordinances for further information on this topic. Obviously, when you move out of your rental, you want to receive your full security deposit back as quickly as possible. Your landlord must follow state laws when handling your security deposit, which means using it only for certain expenses and returning it to you by a specific deadline. There are state laws which dictate how much time a property owner has to return a security deposit and/or an itemized statement of what the funds were used for to help the tenant. Here are some tips to help ensure that you get the deposit back as quickly as possible. Number 1, plan ahead. Many tenants don't think about their security deposit until after they have already moved out. Before moving, there are steps that can be taken to help you get your deposit back on time. If you are on a lease, be sure to give your landlord the legally required notice to end your tenancy as is outlined in your lease or by state or local laws. If you intend to move prior to the end of your lease, find another tenant to rent the unit in your place or negotiate with the landlord. Make sure you understand what your landlord expects of you so you don't end up under or over cleaning your unit. Be certain to give your landlord your forwarding address so they know where to send the deposit or itemized statement after you leave the unit. Number 2, know what you're entitled to. Knowing your state's rules about security deposit limits and deadlines for returning deposits is vital to ensuring you get what you are owed. State laws generally allow landlords to use security deposits to cover unpaid rent, repairing damage you or your guests caused to the property, and cleaning the premises so they are as clean as when you first moved in. The typical rule is that you are only responsible for damage that goes beyond normal wear and tear. Number 3, follow up with the landlord. If you don't receive an itemized statement or a deposit back from your landlord within your state's required time frame, it is good practice to contact the landlord to try to follow up with where the funds are. If negotiations with your landlord do not lead to a resolution, write the landlord a demand letter asking for the return of the security deposit. Many states require proof of a demand letter being sent prior to allowing you to sue in small claims court. Even if not required, a lender may stimulate your landlord to respond because it shows you know your rights and will insist on getting your money back. Number 4, file a complaint in small claims court if necessary. If your landlord does not provide you with a deposit back or an itemized statement by the appropriate deadline, or you are dissatisfied with the response you received, you can file a lawsuit in your local small claims court. You don't need a lawyer to follow a small claim, and disputes typically go before a judge within about a month of filing. Evidence should be prepared prior to the hearing, including proof of your notice of intent to move, photos of the rental unit when you left, and your demand letters. If you need further assistance, I suggest contacting a private attorney. For more information on security deposits, you can subscribe to my channel or contact our agency at 440-392-0147. Thanks for watching. Housing Hollie out.